Okay, I thought I'd put together another short video just to show you some of the new features and even a couple of new resources that I've added to the app. I've just packaged the update, sent it off to Apple, and so hopefully for those people who've installed on their iPads or iPhones, you should get a little notification saying that this update's available, and you can install it and begin using these new resources. So I'll show you very quickly what they are and how they work. I'll just sign in as a guest for now, just to save a little bit of time. Again, this is something your students could do, so if your students didn't have an account, they can just sign in as a guest, access all the resources, any activities that you've created. You can give them little direct numbers to direct them straight to the resource. The only thing they can't do is create, so if they click to create something, it just says you need a subscription. Okay, so we'll go into the activity database and we'll have a look at maybe just a US presidents. So I just very quickly copy and pasted a list of all the US presidents and the dates during which they were the president. So I'll show you how we can open it with one of the new resources, which is Connect. So it's an update to a resource which exists currently on the website. So it's very simple. You would just put in your two team names. We'll just leave them as Team 1 and Team 2. The idea is that Team 1 will win by connecting the blue bars on the left and right of the screen. Team 2 have to make a connection from the orange bars at the top and bottom of the screen. So it's Team 1 to go first. So they select a panel. So for example, let's say they start with JC. And they get the date 1977 to 1981. They give their answer. So they might say Jimmy Carter, and then we can click, and then we can say, was the correct answer given? In this case it was, and so it turns blue. So then Team 2 would go, and they would, again, so they're trying to connect these two orange bars, and the blue team are trying to connect the two blue bars. Okay, so that's Connect. We could also, let me see a different one perhaps. If I go to, I created this activity, I think I've shown it in a previous video, Macbeth, Act 1, so just some random quotes from Act 1 and Macbeth that I put together. So we've got the quote and then the character. So we could open this, again I've got 40 of these quotes, we could open it with any of the resources. So for example, as a starter, if we revise in Act 1, I might just open it with a spinner. And then we just spin the spinner and it would select a quote at random. And then as a class we could decide who said it and maybe analyse it, explain the significance of it, etc. So it tells us the first which you said that. I could open it with bingo. So we could have a game of bingo. The students would write down any 6 of these characters and then we'd choose a number. And so if they've got the character on their card who said that, they could cross it off. So we'd go on like that, playing bingo. So there's all sorts of different ways in which we could use it, and also we could use it with the Connect that I've just shown you, but this is a new resource, completely new. This isn't on the website, it's called Hidden Words. So the idea is, got a little bit of info there. So the idea is it shows me the 40 items that I've got, the 40 quotes. And so what I can do, if I wanted to analyse some of these quotes, I can tap the words and it covers them up. So I could just go through tapping those, and then as a class we could go through and reveal the quotes. If you didn't want to sort of manually do that, to set it up at the start of a lesson, you can also press this auto button. So this will just automatically cover random words, in this case in your quotes. So there we go, so all the different quotes have now got words randomly removed. So these could be questions, you could use it for the president's example that I showed you, so it might cover the president's name, it might cover one of the dates. You could use it with vocabulary, with questions and answers, all sorts of different ways in which you could use it. So it'd be interesting to see what people think of it. Something, I say something completely new, is not something I've ever published before for people to use, so it'd be great to get some feedback. Also you'll see when the cover's been removed, we get the words highlighted, so if you wanted to then go through, and just makes it a little bit easier to analyse them if you picked out some key words in your activity. If you wanted, again, because you can go through and preview them, if we just wanted to look at King Duncan, we could just remove all the quotes and just put the King Duncan ones in. So we just go through looking for quotes. There might only be 2. Oh, there's another one. See if there's one more. So we've got the 4. So we just got the 4 King Duncan quotes. So now if I was to open this as a spinner, it would just show me those 4 quotes from King Duncan. The other quotes aren't removed or aren't deleted from the activity, they're just temporarily removed. And if I was to open it with the hidden words again, you'll see now it'll just be one of 4 quotes. So again, at the start of the lesson, I might decide to just go through and remove the sort of words that I think are key. There we go. So I could do that at the start of the lesson, and then my starter could be to go through and, as a class, put these words back in and look at the significance of each one. So anyway, so I hope that's helpful. It's, like I say, something completely new. If you've got any questions or feedback or comments about it, then please get in touch. If you haven't installed the app yet and you'd like to give it a go, then just visit the App Store. The Apple App Store, search for Triptico, you'll find it's a free download. If you're currently subscribed, then your existing username and password will work with the new app, and you can have a go at start creating activities. Again, hopefully one of the huge benefits is the fact you just create a single list. So in this case, I've got a single list of European cities. I think I've got an image and then the city, and then you can open that with any resource. So hopefully that's going to be a huge benefit for teachers, rather than creating a Find 10 resource which can only be opened with Find 10, etc. Okay, that video's gone a little bit longer than I intended, but hopefully that's helpful. As I say, feedback's always appreciated. I'm going to work in the next couple of days on getting the Android version packaged up and hopefully sent off, so people with Android devices will hopefully be able to install Triptico on there, and then I'll work on the versions for desktop. So plenty to be doing. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for supporting Triptico. Bye bye.